Well. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. So, it's going to be a matter of trust between Putin and the West. And the arbiters, the people who are supposed to pick between the two, will be the Russian people. All right, because we don't care what these guys are saying anyway. So, what's going on? You know that in Dagestan, a plane with Israeli refugees landed and it was surrounded by some Dagestani. I think that's the way you call them, Dagestani. Some citizens of the Russian Federation. And they went around the plane and did not allow the Jews from the plane to get off, as far as I remember. And the Russians brought riot police and dispersed the crowd. Now, ethnic tensions, because diversity is a strength, remember, ethnic tensions and racial tensions are one of the easiest, and religious tensions are some of the most or the easiest ways to destabilize a country. Obviously, you can have other means, but why? Because these are very powerful engines of action. Remember, religion, ethnicity, race. These things people are very passionate about. So if you touch those things and you put people one against another, you will have a mess. That's why the United States claiming that diversity is our strength is idiotic. Bring a lot of people of different religions, different ethnicities, races, and so on, will increase our strength. Okay, so that's not about it. Here is what Putin says about those riots. Or that riot, whatever you want to call it, whatever happened on that airport in Dagestan. So, let's see. He makes some interesting claim. It doesn't have to be true, because he's playing the card of trust. Here it is. Russia Today, October 30th, 2023. Ukrainian intelligence behind anti-Jewish riot in Dagestan. Putin says the US seeks to incite chaos in order to hold on to hegemony. The Russian president has says. What hegemony? Anyway, whatever. So he claims that the Ukrainian intelligence tried to destabilize Dagestan and probably other areas in order to create problems in the Caucasus, which is very volatile. Now, the problem here is this. The offer. You trust me? Or you trust what the Western mass media tells you? Putin has an approval rating of about 80%, 83, 79. I don't think I have seen his approval rating less than 78 in the past, since the war started. I don't think it was 78, but 78 to 83. So he's, let's say, an average of 80, 81. 81% of the Russians approve of this guy, and they trust this guy, according to the polls, not with me. I can go right now and look at Statista, and I will tell you the approval rating of Putin. Now, who do you think these guys will believe? The Westerners, and the mass media, who, or that is talking as it's talking, or Putin? Well, my friends, you know the answer. So, Sunday's anti-Semitic riot in Dagestan was inspired by Western intelligence services from the territory of Ukraine. So Western intelligence services from the territory of Ukraine, and is part of a broader effort to destabilize the world, Russian President Vladimir Putin said on Monday. And I'm quoting, the events in Makhachkala were inspired through social networks, including from the territory of Ukraine, by agents of Western special services, Putin said in his opening remarks at the evening meeting. Telegram has already banned Dagestan's morning, the channels linked to Ukrainian intelligence, which had called for storming the Makhachkala airport in search of Jewish refugees, end quote. Around 150 people took part in the riot. Remember that 150 people. These guys say thousands. Why? Because they call it program. Anyway, whatever. The Russian president brought up the horrific imagery coming out of Gaza as fueling an emotional response, noting that collective punishment of civilians that Israel seems to have chosen is absolutely not justifiable. That's something else. However, he noted that the ruling elite of the US and its satellites are behind the current conflict in the Middle East. This guy is not working anymore. The Middle East and other places around the globe, and in an effort to sow chaos and prevent the rise of multipolar world order. According to Putin, Moscow's position on the conflict is clear. There can only be peace with the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. Well, I think that's also the case, but anyway. So they think that, let me go back to the bottom here. And at the bottom here it says, Ukraine was quick to declare that Makhachkala airport riot as proof of Russian bigotry and anti-Semitism. However, Russian Muslim leaders have condemned the riot as unacceptable, as has the head of Dagestan, Sergei Melikov. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Monday that the unrest was obviously incited from abroad. I don't know. Again, this is a matter of trust, if you trust the Russians or if you trust the other guys outside, or don't trust anybody. That's my advice. Don't trust until you verify, and you make sure that you verify it with independent sources, or at least see a pattern, or you still have to not reach a decision. Remember, you don't always have to know it's A or B. Sometimes you don't know. Like, for instance, when these guys give you that, there is a God or there is not a God, it's something else. Well, can it be? I don't know. But this doesn't convince me. This doesn't convince me. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a mixture. Maybe it's none of the above. None of the above. So you don't have to say, well, if it either is God or is no God, it's something else. Or the Big Bang. Let's put it Big Bang or God. Maybe it's something else. We don't even scratch the surface of whatever is over there. So same here. It could be what Putin said, or it could be what the other guys are saying. Could be the truth somewhere in the middle. Could be not even related to both. But it should be, definitely some people showed up at the airport, obviously, and they did not allow those guys to get off. So obviously that was based on what? They didn't show up over there because they didn't like the color of the airplane. They showed up over there because they didn't want those particular group to get off. So it was clear the intention. The intention was against that group. So however you want to take it. Now, however you want to take it. I don't know if, let's say, a group of Romanians would land over there, if the Dagestanis would do the same. And if they do that, then you take them from anti-this, you take them to xenophobia. Different term. But so I don't know. Now, what is the intent? Was someone pushed to do that? The telegram or whatever, or not? I don't know. Who's going to tell us this? Only Putin. Who else is going to come and tell us? The Americans? They're not going to say no, that's not true, obviously. So it's going to be a matter of trust. Who do you trust? I don't trust anybody. I mean, yeah, you build trust, but in this case, no, I don't trust anybody over there. But in life in general, you build trust with people through a pattern, through a relationship, and that's how you build trust. Here, we'll find out. Is it impossible? No, it's not impossible. Not impossible. Whatever happened over there, and believe me, those guys that were arrested, they will be interviewed, and they will. Yes, it was the Ukrainians, the Telegram channel. You'll see. They will come and tell us exactly what Putin told. Probably Putin already knows from those interviews that occurred in Dagestan. You don't think so? Okay, well, we'll find out, right? We're not going to find out. Is either here or. The or is, these guys attacked and destroyed, they were anti-Semitic, that's the proof of Russian bigotry. And the other guy is going to say, no, it was, yes, due to that, or maybe it was organized, incited and organized by the Western secret services. The fact is that happened. Now, let's see why. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.